Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. I wanted to call your attention to a matter that has jumped out at me upon multiple reads of the court's order of April 18th, 2025, memorializing multiple motions in limine, verbal rulings that the court is now setting forth and memorializing to writing. I am speaking of the motion concerning the state of Idaho's alibi defense. This is a motion in limine. Please go to pages 12 and 13 of this April 18th order. You will see under letter M states MIL, that means motion in limine regarding alibi. And it says here the state moves to preclude defendant from offering any evidence in support of an alibi other than from the defendant himself. And we have already provided content regarding what this order says, but what has jumped out at me appears at the top of page 13. And it seems to possibly, maybe accidentally, but possibly appear that the court has invaded the province of the jury in rendering findings of fact. Only the jury, under the law, can determine if witnesses who are proffered by both sides at the upcoming jury trial of this matter, which will commence pursuant to Judge Hippler's October 9th, 2024 order, are believable or not, how much weight they decide to give to one witness versus another witness, and there is no other type of testimony that will elicit what's called battle of the experts, where you have the state providing an expert that says X, the defense providing an expert that says Y as to various matters. And here, this is an example in the alibi defense where the jury will be required to determine if Mr. Koberger's phone was turned off during the relevant time that the state of Idaho indicates that the crimes occurred, or whether he lost coverage for his phone and the phone stopped reporting to the network because of where he was. That is a jury question as to believability regarding the battle of the experts. That is not something that the court may render a ruling on. The court is 100% as the trier of the law within his province to determine whether or not the partial alibi defense complied with or did not comply with the mandates of the Idaho statute that is cited within this ruling or not. However, any findings of fact, that is left up to the jury only. And what I've seen here that gives me some pause for concern that the court may have unintentionally invaded the province of the jury is where it says here, at most, Mr. Ray can opine as to where defendant's cell phone was up until 2:54 a.m. when it was apparently turned off, and approximately 4:48 a.m. when it began reporting to a network. That is 100% a matter that only the jury can decide. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name's Kathy. Thanks for joining us here today.